Okay, good evening, students. How are you? Okay, let's start our today's lesson. Okay.
Yeah.
So today is the 5th of December. So how are you? Okay. Fine. Did you have a good time?
Yeah.
So okay. How's your mood?
It's great.
Great. So okay, let's start. So first of all, we will start our lesson from the absence. Who are absent? So everybody is present as a lesson. Right? So if I'm not mistaken, there are 18 students. So there are 18 of us. Okay. So everyone is present. Okay, good. So what was your home task?
Home task
About
I can't talk about
About sports. So your home task was to do some tasks and activities related with sports. Right?
Yes.
Okay. Did you all do the home tasks?
Yes.
Okay, let's start checking the home tasks. So okay. First of all, let's start from the page 49, unit 49. I can talk about sport, right?
Yes.
Okay. So let's discuss the points written on this page. So first column, there is a column, right? In this column, there is written some types of sports, right? And some places which are played, right? And some equipment which are used in such kind of sports, right? So you should you have to do some tasks and activities related to these words and vocabulary, right? So let's start. So let's begin with column A, football, right?
Yes.
So let's start from the monitor of the group. Okay. So yeah. So what kind of equipment is used in football match?
football ball,
Yeah.
Pitch, football pitch, and gate.
Okay. So some equipment which is used in football match is called football. Yeah. So and the place football is played is called what? Pitch. Right. Okay. Next one. Next to the monitor. Okay. Can you tell us about some information about the sport rugby?
Yeah, the rugby is we can use it pitch and rugby ball and 10 or 6 10 points to rugby ball.
Okay, first question. Did we score points in the rugby game or did we score a goal in rugby?
Point.
Yeah, you did gather some points in
Yeah.
rugby game, right? Okay, thank you for your answer. Next one. Who else? Any volunteers for the next type of sport? Ice hockey, the boy next to him. Okay. Yep.
Okay.
So, what can you tell us about the sport ice hockey?
If you want to play ice hockey, we should take advantage of a stick and puck, and it
Yep.
helps to Stick, yes, stick just helps to gain a goal.
Yeah.
It helps to just-
So,
it's really, it's really a fantastic game I have ever seen, and it
so
helps.
have you ever played ice hockey?
Yes.
Okay,
I
so,
play-
Can you define as the word puck?
Puck, it's the equipment which can use in order to just how can I explain?
To score.
Yes,
To score. So puck, if I'm not mistaken, puck is a type of, is a such kind of stone, right? Stone, or can be metallic equipment. I don't know. I have never seen the real puck in my life, so I guess it can be metallic or such kind of.
Yes, this
Yep.
game is becoming a norm in many countries, especially the cold weather countries, Canada and the US.
Okay, thank you for your answer. Next one. So girls, let's talk about the next type of sport, which is called volleyball. What can you say about the volleyball and its characteristics and its equipment?
Volleyball is a game. It's a type, it's a type of sport which is played in a court, and mainly there will be a net in the middle. 15 to 10 points would be like scored from in this game. And the ball is used.
Okay, thank you. And the last one is, next one is tennis.
Thanks.
Any volunteers? Okay.
In order to play tennis, we need racket
Okay.
and tennis ball,
Yeah.
and it's very amazing game. I have ever seen.
So,
I
have,
used to play this game when I was child, and it was my childhood.
so do you like to play table tennis or outdoor tennis?
Outdoor tennis.
Outdoor
Table
tennis.
tennis. Also, I used to play table tennis also because my brother was a teacher.
So, do you know about the court of in tennis? Yeah? The special place is called court in tennis, right?
Yes.
Court. What kind of course have you seen in your life? What kind of course did you see on tennis matches, for example, on TV?
Actually, I don't remember. I cannot remember. I'm not capable to remember about word.
Or about types of courts, right? Who can?
Yes.
Who can
Sand court and grass. Grass
Yeah.
court. Yes.
So courts can be mainly two types, right?
Yeah.
So first one can be grass court,
Yeah.
which is green, and court is
Sand court.
sandy.
Yeah.
Sand or sandy, you can say. Okay. Okay, thanks for your answers. Okay, let's turn to scores in sports, right? In sport, in different types of sport, the score is called differently, right? So, for example, in a football match, you can use the word nil to the number 0, right? What about in other kinds of sports, for example?
Rugby point.
Yeah, in rugby, you can say the numbers as points. In football match, you can say as a score, right? He scored a goal means point, but the synonym of score. Okay, next sport. What about in tennis?
Points.
In tennis, we say games. A game of tennis, which means in Uzbek language, barbat tennis. A game of tennis. Yeah. Okay. So, okay, let's check the activity too. Did you all do the activities at home? Yeah. So let's start second activity, which is called true or false. Your task was to tick if the statement is true or false, right? So let's start from the first one. Go. For example. First one. If you stand up. Okay, first one.
First one is true. Stick and
So can you read the statement first? Can you read the statement?
stick
Stick.
and brackets are
Sticks and rackets are equipment. Is it true or false?
True.
It's true, right? Okay, next one.
The second one is the false. You have a net in volleyball.
You have a net in tennis or in volleyball. You have a net in tennis and volleyball. Is it true or false?
False.
Why is it false?
True.
So a net is used in both volleyball and tennis.
Yeah.
So it is true. Okay, thank you. Next one.
You score points in ice hockey. It's false. Big goals.
You score points in ice hockey. Is it true or false?
False.
You score points in ice hockey. So is it true or false? It is false. It's false because we score goals in ice hockey. Okay, next one. Next go.
You play football on court. It's false because we play football on pitch.
So
It's true.
you play football on a court. Is it? It's false, right?
Yes,
Why?
because we play football. I think on pitch because.
Yeah. So the special place, which is the special place in which football is played, is called pitch or stadium.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, next one.
You can play ice hockey with the racket. This is false. And this maybe is true.
So you play ice with rackets. Is it? It's false because we play ice hockey with sticks. With special sticks, not kitchen sticks, right? Like Japanese or Chinese people, we use special sticks to score a goal in ice hockey. Okay, next one.
Six is you play volleyball on a court. This is true.
You play volleyball on a court. Is it true?
Yes.
Do you agree?
Yes.
Okay, next one. Thank you.
You score points in rugby. It's true.
You score points in rugby. It is true because there is some information about the type of scores in rugby, right? Okay, next one.
Play rugby
With a puck. You play rugby with a puck. It is
It is false.
False.
You play rugby with a ball.
with a ball. What type of ball do we play with in rugby? Can you round ball or what kind of ball is it? Shape. The shape of the ball is oval.
Yes.
So we use round ball in football matches, but we use oval balls in rugby matches. Okay, thank you. Next one. So task 2 is finished, right? So let's turn to the last task about our home task. So our home task was to complete the sentence with suitable words, right? So okay. So let's start from the first sentence. Go. First one.
I watched the fantastic game of ice hockey on TV last night.
So I watched a fantastic
Game.
game of, right? A
Because
game of
the
is
ice hockey is a game.
yeah, it's true, right? Okay, thank you. Second statement. Okay, you may.
People who play basketball are usually very tall.
People who play basketball are usually very tall. Okay. Any additions to this point?
No.
No. In what other sports? For example, volleyball can be an addition, right? Right? So volleyball is in volleyball sport we also need taller people or athletes than other types of sports, right?
Yes.
Okay. Next one. Let's take you. Third one. Okay, you mean?
It was 6 games to 4 to Federer in second set.
So it was 6.
Second games.
So it was 6. What?
Games.
It was 6.
Point.
It was 6.6. In tennis, it's called games, right? It was 6 games to 4 to Federer in the second set. And the next point, the next statement. Who will read? Any volunteers? Okay.
What was the football sport? It was
Neil, why do we call 3-0? Use the word nil in football match.
zero because zero
Because
is
nil means
zero.
zero. In grammar, in everyday speech, we use the word zero.
Zero, but in football we use nil in order.
Okay, thank you for your answer. Okay, then the last. Okay, boys.
The football pitch is next to the tennis court.
Football pitch
Pitch and court.
is next to the tennis
court.
court. So, why did you select the word pitch to the football and the okay. Okay. In our lesson, we are going to discuss a new topic which is called social issues. So before starting the lesson, before explaining the new topic, I have some questions to get some general background information from you. Okay? Okay. So, first question. What are social issues? What comes to your mind when you hear the word social issues? Okay. You may.
Well, there are several issues that the societies are good with. The main ones could be corruption, like discrimination, unemployment, and deterioration of our environment, like the different types of pollution.
Okay, thank you. So, can you define the word social issue?
Pollution.
Okay, thank you. So, can you define the word social issue? Define.
Issues that the social already means people, like the society.
Public society.
And the issue is the problems the society faces.
Okay.
The society.
Okay, thank you. Well, any volunteers? Any? Is that?
Yeah.
Okay, you can try.
I remember I listened this kind of social issue. It comes one thing in my mind, on my mind. What is the thing? Is that social issue is the problems that people are facing,
Yeah.
as Maftuna said, and for example, corruption and gender equality, yes, and bullying, these kind of things.
Bullying is a type of social issue. Okay, thank you. What else? So, next question. What types of social issues do you know? What types of? Okay, you can.
Understanding social situation.
You said about discrimination, right?
Yes.
So,
Discrimination and there's people who can visit another country. This country, there are some people with others, with others. It's just and they can. Yeah.
So, what kind of factors do people take? So,
For example, there are some individuals who can face some financial pressure and losses. And this kind of situation, here there are some clauses and they can come. There are some losses. There maybe costly.
Good point.
And it negatively impacts their feelings, maybe isolation, anxiety, stress, and depression.
Thank you. So, any volunteers? No? Okay. Okay. Now, I will give you some information about social issues. So let's, first of all, we will watch a video, okay? Video material related with social issues, our new today's topic.
In today's video, we're going to learn some simple words related to social issues. Bullying. Bullying is a big problem in many schools. Welcome to English Harmony. In today's video, we're going to learn some simple words related to social issues. Bullying. Bullying. Welcome.
Okay. First of all, before starting this video material, I will give you some information about social issues. Okay. Let's try to make it simple. Social issues are such kind of problems that can affect, a person or a member of the public or a group of people directly or indirectly. Okay. Social issues can be two types. For the first one, social issues can be national and international. Okay. For example, in Uzbek culture, in our society, there are some social issues which are not common in other countries, right? So this is a short definition of our new topic, today's topic. So let's start this video, and I will give some information while watching this video.
Welcome to English Harmony. In today's video, we're going to learn some simple words related to social issues. Bullying.
Bullying.
Bullying is a big problem.
Bullying is a big problem in middle schools. Right? So what is bullying? So we are going to watch some types of social issues in this video. So first type of social issues is called bullying. So what can it be? What is bullying? Most of us faces such kind of incidents, right? When we were at school, mainly girls. Okay.
I know the types of bullying,
Yeah.
but right now I cannot say the exact definition of bullying. But when it comes to types, I can say it's physical bullying and verbal bullying.
Yeah.
Verbal bullying is just discriminating kind of people just with words.
Yeah.
And physical bullying is bullying someone with
Can be hitting, punching, or in our schools,
By
most
using-
boys pull children or mainly girls
Yes.
here. Right? This is also a type of bullying,
Yes.
small type of bullying, right? Okay.
Problem in many schools. Gender. Gender equality is important.
So gender equality is another type of social issue. What is gender equality? So in most organizations, right, or companies, mainly employees hire men, mostly men, right? Why do they do? Because while employing such kind of they do gender equality, right? Especially in our countries, right? We are rising or increasing the role of women in our society. So, but what about in history? In history, you know that but what about in history? In history, you know that the role of women were not. Women also couldn't be voted. Such kind of points, such kind of rules or points are paid attention in gender equality in modern societies. Okay, next type of social issues is called
Corruption.
corruption. So, what's corruption? Corruption.
Corruption is getting your job done by giving money or, yeah.
So, corruption, you give or take money in order to another synonym of corruption. For example, I give some money and you take this money. So this is called corruption. What about bribery? Have you heard this word? Bribery. 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 It's spelled B-R-I-B-E-R.
Yes, bribe. No, this word.
I bribed him.
As a para.
Para.
Yeah.
Bribery means para. Okay. Next point.
Corruption is wrong. Pollution.
Okay. What's pollution? So pollution is contaminating our land, air, water with hazardous chemicals, right? Or chemicals and everything that is hazardous can be pollution, right? So there are three main types of pollution, as you know, as I mentioned: land pollution, air pollution, water pollution. But another new types of pollution are occurring in modern societies. What? Litter pollution, plastic pollution,
Noise pollution.
noise pollution, and light pollution. And the most, the newest type of pollution are called noise and light pollution. What are the consequences of noise pollution? Noise pollution. What are the consequences of noise pollution?
Disturbs students, for example.
For example, noise pollution is not in our societies, maybe, for example, in our country, but in modern metropolitan cities like Japanese in Japan or in New York, right? In megapolis cities, noise pollution is the biggest problem. It's becoming the biggest problem because people cannot sleep at night. They work hard during the day. All the mentioned light pollution. Can you give an example to the consequence of light pollution?
Before giving some points of view about light pollution, you will be also real the victim of the noise pollution when you just visit your course. Near to the gateway of our institute.
Because the cars.
It's also noise pollution. People around here who live here, around here, cannot sleep during this time, especially. This increasing role of buses, taxis, also small cars, makes the city center, especially here, extremely noisy place. And that's why many people cannot just live here and try to use some voice-proof windows.
Yes.
When it comes to light pollution, if I'm not mistaken, in our country there's no this kind of stuff because we are just trying to save our light, electricity, putting some limits. But in different kind of countries, I watched some film in Las Vegas. There are different kind of lights. For example, Las Vegas has been bombarded with different kind of lights. Especially this makes the light of Las Vegas into the light, into the daytime. That's why some birds try to sing because they think that it's a dog. Yani tango zero. Just to believe that.
Another example, I can add another example. For example, frogs, about frogs, not frogs, turtles. Sorry, turtles. You know turtles? Turtle. Turtles lay eggs on the beaches, on the seas, or near the beaches, or the seas or oceans, right? But when they hatch, they hatch eggs, right? They have to, or they usually head towards the ocean, attracting the newborn. As a result, they are dying, they are disappearing while crossing the streets. So they have to live in oceans or seas, but they are heading to the cities. This is the biggest, one of the biggest consequences of light pollution, as you mentioned, as birds. Again, next point.
Pollution makes the air dirty. Discrimination. Discrimination is not fair.
So discrimination. So as you mentioned, there are different types of discrimination, right? First, discrimination against race, against culture, discrimination against religion, discrimination against skin, black people, blonde people, and etc. And there are these main types of discriminations occur in our modern societies.
Yeah.
So, do we discriminate people against their some points or features? Do we need discrimination in our society? No. Have you ever faced this discrimination?
Yeah.
You know that? About what? About your being poor as
No.
But in the past, if I'm not mistaken, in the USA, people with white skin, they cannot stay with the same bus with black skin people because they thought that they are different persons and black skin is in a lower place than white skin people. And this is the one of the example of discrimination.
Yeah, you're right. Okay. So black people in European countries, black people are still discriminated against according to the skin. It's called racism. Yeah? Racism. So next one.
Rights. Everyone has rights.
Okay, rights. Everybody has a right. Everybody has lots of rights according to the law and the regulation, right? So first one, you can have a right to vote, and you can have a right to be voted. You can have a right to get married when you are 16, when you are 18 years old. You can become a president of a country, of our country, after the age of 35, if I'm not mistaken. And you can become a deputy at the age of 20. Right? Do you know such kind of your rights? You can be a deputy. You can be a regional deputy at the age of 25. Okay, such kind of rights. You must know our duties, rights, and responsibilities in our country. Right? Many people etc.
Unemployment.
So, unemployment. What's unemployment? So, unemployment is being out of job. Being out of job. So, unemployment is not only a big problem in our country, but also unemployment is one of the biggest problems in the world. Unemployment can be a national and international problem in this point. So, discrimination is also a national and international, right? Corruption is also. So, unemployment. What can we do to create more job opportunities?
We may open such kind of companies, our own companies.
Our own companies, organizations to hire more employees, right? Employers, right? So what else? What can we do? So we can attract some investors from the foreign countries to build their own companies, organizations in our country by or through giving some soft taxes. Right? Next one.
Unemployment is a big problem. Addiction.
Oh, addiction. What is addiction? Addiction is getting used to something. Right? Addiction is
Addiction is just, there are some students who are infatuated with surfing the internet maybe,
yeah.
and they can so much so that they can spend excessive time for unnecessary things, with watching some reels in terms of Instagram, Facebook, and other
Yep.
platforms.
So, is there, if I'm not mistaken, there are lots of types of addiction. For example, drug addiction. Yeah. Drug addiction means
Just,
being addicted. Of course, it is. So, what else? Alcoholic. Yeah. What else? Mainly, the basic points of addiction is mentioned in this video. But, for example, if you read more books, yeah, more than others, if you read more books than others, you become a bookaholic, right? Yeah, if you drink, is a alcoholic, right? Alcoholic person. The other members of the family get hurt. His children, his physically
and
emotionally.
And actually, most of the people are eating fast food in order to save their time. For example, the people who is very busy, they cannot have a time in order to eat, and the fast food is the yes comfortable food for them. Just eating in a while they're walking or going their work, and it leads to obesity.
Yeah, you're right. So, I'm going to mention about the connection between obesity and sleep pattern. We can add sleeping pattern is a social issue. So obesity is common in European countries, right? Mostly common in European countries because as you mentioned, in European countries people work in the offices, right? And they become inactive in their workplaces and they try to order some fast food in order to save their time while working, right? But what about sleeping pattern? There is some research. According to the research, in modern countries, people are sleeping less than usual. So we need 8 hours sleep. At least. But we need normally sleep at least 8 hours sleep for every day. But in European countries, people are sleeping less, and as a result, they are spending their time watching games, watching TV, or playing online games, and etc. They stay awake until the late night. For example, they don't sleep until 2 or 3 o'clock. And this results in what? This results in eating more. Yeah? Because when you sleep at 8 o'clock every day, you don't feel that you're sleeping. Yeah? But if you don't sleep till night, you become hungry. Yeah? As a result, you have to eat something. If you have ever paid attention to yourself in your daily life, for example, boys, for example, and this is harming our health. And in this point, if you sleep less and if you sleep less and eat more, you become fat. So obesity is a state of being fat. Okay. Okay. Next one.
Obesity can cause health issues. Justice.
Justice, fairness.
Justice is needed for all.
So, do we need justice in our education system, for example?
Yes.
For example, are they discriminate somebody, right? For example, I came back. Yes, math overall AR certificate, for 5 marks, excellent mark, but while marking one of the boys kissing is country to the government in every society. Okay?
Refugee